Meet HERNEXEOS, the brand name for zongertinib tablets, a novel oral kinase inhibitor that represents a major leap forward in the field of precision oncology. In August 2025, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration granted accelerated approval for HERNEXEOS in a highly specific and historically underserved subset of lung cancer patients. This groundbreaking therapy is approved for adult patients with unresectable or metastatic non-squamous non-small cell lung cancer whose tumors harbor HER2 tyrosine kinase domain-activating mutations. The presence of this mutation must be confirmed by an FDA-approved diagnostic test. These patients must also have received prior systemic therapy before becoming eligible for treatment with HERNEXEOS. The significance of this approval cannot be overstated. Non-small cell lung cancer is the most common type of lung cancer, affecting the majority of individuals diagnosed each year. For those with advanced disease and HER2 mutations, treatment options have been extremely limited and the prognosis often grim, particularly after standard chemotherapy and HER2-targeting antibody drugs fail. HERNEXEOS changes that reality. It is the first oral HER2-directed tyrosine kinase inhibitor ever approved for this specific population. Before its arrival, no orally administered targeted therapy existed for patients with HER2 mutant advanced NSCLC. Now, for the first time, oncologists can offer an at-home oral therapy that goes after the cancer's root driver at the molecular level. At the heart of HERNEXEOS's effectiveness lies its mechanism of action. Zongertinib works as a selective HER2 tyrosine kinase inhibitor, targeting the altered HER2 receptor found on the surface of cancer cells. By binding to this mutated receptor, it blocks the signaling pathways that drive uncontrolled tumor growth and spread. Unlike traditional chemotherapy, which attacks both healthy and cancerous cells indiscriminately, HERNEXEOS works with remarkable precision, honing in on the mutation that fuels the cancer. The FDA's decision to grant accelerated approval was based on compelling clinical evidence from the phase IB-BAMION Lung 1 trial. In this study, patients with HER2 mutant advanced NSCLC who had received prior platinum-based chemotherapy achieved an objective response rate of 75%. Within that group, 6% experienced a complete response, meaning no detectable cancer remained, and 69% saw partial responses where tumors significantly shrank. Importantly, 58% of responders maintained their benefit for at least 6 months. For patients who had previously been treated with HER2-targeting antibody-drug conjugates, the ORR was still an impressive 44%, with 27% maintaining their response for 6 months or longer. Other analyses from the trial showed an overall ORR of 71%, with a median progression-free survival of 12.4 months. Only 2.9% of patients discontinued treatment due to side effects, underscoring the therapy's manageable safety profile. Notably, for patients with brain metastases, a common and challenging complication in advanced lung cancer, the intracranial response rate reached 33%. At the 2025 American Association for Cancer Research meeting, Dr. John Haymock described these results as unprecedented for this subtype of lung cancer, highlighting not only the impressive response rates, but also the convenience of a once-daily oral treatment. From a regulatory standpoint, HERNEXEOS's journey was remarkably swift. The drug received priority review, breakthrough therapy, and fast-track designations from the FDA, each aimed at expediting the development and review of medicines that address serious or life-threatening conditions. Its accelerated approval was granted based on the demonstrated objective response rate and duration of response, with continued approval contingent on the results of ongoing confirmatory trials. Alongside the drug's approval, the FDA also authorized the Oncomine DX target test as its companion diagnostic. This next-generation sequencing test is designed to detect HER2 tyrosine kinase domain-activating mutations in tumor tissue, ensuring that only patients who are most likely to benefit from HERNEXEOS are prescribed the therapy. This pairing of a targeted drug with a precise diagnostic tool exemplifies the principles of precision medicine, where treatment is matched to the patient's unique tumor biology. Like all targeted cancer therapies, HERNEXEOS carries specific safety considerations. Warnings include the risk of hepatotoxicity, left ventricular dysfunction, interstitial lung disease or pneumonitis, and embryo-fetal toxicity. Physicians are advised to monitor patients closely, particularly for cardiac and liver function, and to counsel patients about the potential risks during pregnancy. The drug's dosing is tailored to body weight and is taken once daily, making adherence more convenient for patients compared to intravenous chemotherapy. The approval of HERNEXEOS marks more than just a new treatment. It represents a turning point for patients with HER2 mutant NSCLC. Until now, their treatment pathway was often defined by repeated cycles of chemotherapy or experimental participation in early-phase clinical trials. With HERNEXEOS, patients have a targeted oral option that addresses the very mutation driving their disease, offers high response rates, and maintains a tolerable safety profile. The broader impact of this approval extends into oncology research as well. Confirmatory clinical trials are ongoing to validate the long-term benefits of HERNEXEOS and secure its full regulatory approval. At the same time, researchers are exploring its potential in other HER2-altered cancers, including certain breast, gastric, and colorectal cancers. Early preclinical studies suggest that zongertinib's selectivity and potency may offer advantages over other HER2-targeting agents in tumors beyond NSCLC. This development also reflects the increasing importance of genetic testing in cancer care. By identifying the genetic alterations that drive tumor growth, oncologists can match patients to therapies that directly target those alterations, improving outcomes while minimizing unnecessary toxicity. The approval of both HERNEXEOS and the OncoMine-Dx target test underscores the critical role of diagnostics in delivering the right treatment to the right patient at the right time. From a patient perspective, the availability of HERNEXEOS means the possibility of living longer, with better disease control and fewer hospital visits. For many, taking an oral pill at home is far more manageable than enduring repeated intravenous infusions, allowing them to maintain more of their daily routines and quality of life. As oncology continues to move toward precision-targeted treatments, HERNEXEOS stands as a shining example of what's possible when science, technology, and patient needs converge. It takes aim at a rare but aggressive mutation, and delivers a therapy that is not only effective but also practical for patients to take. While challenges remain in cancer treatment, such as resistance mutations that can develop over time, the approval of HERNEXEOS brings tangible hope to a group of patients who, until recently, had very few options. Looking ahead, the future for HER2 mutant NSCLC treatment appears brighter. With ongoing trials and real-world data collection, the oncology community will gain a clearer understanding of the long-term benefits and potential combination strategies involving HERNEXEOS. There is optimism that this drug could form the backbone of multi-drug regimens designed to overcome resistance and further improve survival outcomes. HERNEXEOS is not just another addition to the lung cancer treatment landscape, it is a targeted breakthrough that validates years of research into HER2 biology, a triumph of collaboration between scientists, clinicians, and regulatory bodies, and most importantly, a new lifeline for patients facing one of the toughest cancer diagnoses. In the words of Dr. Haymock, this is indeed a significant advancement in cancer care. For patients with HER2 mutant advanced NSCLC, HERNEXEOS represents a powerful new weapon, transforming what was once a daunting diagnosis into one with real targeted hope. If you or a loved one is battling non-squamous NSCLC with confirmed HER2 tyrosine kinase domain mutations, ask your oncologist about HERNEXEOS and the OncoMine-Dx target test. Together, patient and physician can explore the possibilities of precision medicine and take one more step toward better cancer outcomes.